Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Welcome to Cherubland. Boys and girls, my name is Mr. Edward. And all month long, we will be talking about what? Initiative. Seeing what needs to be done and doing it. Initiative doesn't say, well, whose responsibility is it? That's not mine. He did it. He left it. Initiative doesn't say that. Initiative saying, see what needs to be done and doing it. If it was a coupon or a free gift certificate or something that you wanted, you wouldn't say, well, it's his. You'd gladly take it. If it was a $5 bill left and you wouldn't say, hey, it's mine now. Yeah. You take initiative then. Let's take initiative on things that need to be done. It's so important because when you can create those habits of taking initiative, it goes not just at home, it goes in the classroom, it goes wherever you are. And again, initiative is important. We learned last week about Nehemiah taking initiative to be able to do something that pleased God. We building the wall. And guess what? This week, we'll hear more about the wall and also Nehemiah's initiative. But before we start, you know how important it is to have initiative? I mean, really, really know how important it is. It's this important. You got to be able to look for ways to make things right. Oftentimes we've done something that wasn't the nicest. Maybe it was mean. Maybe it was just careless. Maybe we didn't even think about how the other person would feel. Maybe we left them off the invitation of the birthday party. Maybe we didn't bring enough candy for them. Or maybe we just said something that we didn't think how bad it would hurt their feelings. We have to be able to look for ways to be able to make things right. We can't wait till it blows up or till somebody says, hey, you need to talk to him or you need to talk to her. We've got to be able to take the initiative ourselves. Oftentimes we find ourselves a little fearful, not knowing how that person is going to react, wondering if they'll still be mad. Initiative says, don't worry about it. Find a way to be able to make things right. Do y'all remember our memory verse? This will help a lot. Right finger in the air, echo buttons on. Work at everything you do with all of your heart. Work as if you were working for the Lord. Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. Work at everything you do with all of your heart. Work as if you were working for the Lord. Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. Echo buttons off. That's everything you do. all the initiative that we've been taking, the wisdom that we learn, that we find out what to do and doing it. Because initiative, we just not just doing something. We've already found out the right thing to do. Now we just have to just do it. Initiative says, this needs to be done. I don't want to wait for nobody to tell me. I don't need nobody to pat me on the back. I don't need nobody to even tell me thank you. I know it needs to be done, and I'm going to do it. The Lord is going to be able to reward me. I don't have to worry about seeing it. I can trust in Him no matter what. Oftentimes we find ourselves walking by the paper, walking by the crying eyes, walking by the hurt feeling, walking by the kid that didn't get picked, walking by the girl that said her hair ain't this or her clothes and shoes ain't that. Why don't we take initiative to make things right with them? I know you didn't do it, but that doesn't mean you can't take initiative and help fix it. Just do it. So this week, we'll hear about Nehemiah finding a way to make things right. It may be able to help you all in the course of you all's day, each and every day. If you got time, I'll be right back. Thanks for waiting on me to get back. So, Nehemiah last week was the cupbearer for King Artaxerxes. He was given the permission to actually go back to his hometown and rebuild the walls. So now he's there. And just like anything else you try to do good, there's always what? Haters and complainers. Haters and complainers. People that don't want to see you do it good, and people that really don't want to do the work. But remember, you got to take initiative. You can't just say, well, you just leave. You got to find a way to make it right. So, Nehemiah's there, and he's basically lined it out where each family has a certain portion of the wall, and that's their responsibility to rebuild it. Now, their supplies has came from different places. You need supplies to be able to, put bricks and put stuff on top of the bricks and to put stuff in between the bricks and the whole 9 yards. Well, that just doesn't fall out of the sky. It's more to it. So the people actually were using their money, their resources, to be able to build the walls. What happened is those resources started running low and they had to sell their kids to work for these officers that were there. They would maybe be chopping wood or hunting, whatever they may be doing, but they had to sell them for a day's wages just to get money to use. They've been given supplies and it was basically kind of like a loan, but the loan was a little bit different. They were charging them huge amounts of interest. And Nehemiah, again, came back to do this. So what do you think the people told Nehemiah? This ain't gonna work. Why ain't nothing? All kinds of stuff. Wouldn't you? You'd become pretty discouraged. You've been in a situation where people have had some things that didn't go as was planned. People didn't have the stuff they thought they had in their book bag. People didn't have the uniform that they thought they had, and yeah, now you get it. It takes initiative. Nehemiah took initiative and did what? He went to the officers and said, hey, look, what you all are doing is not right. We're poor people. We're trying to rebuild our walls. The least you could do is be fair and nice to us. He said, you're taking our people's land and giving us a loan, but you're charging us interest on it. So the officials said, you know what? You're right. So they gave them their resources and they used the land for collateral. They held it as an IOU. But they didn't charge them any interest anymore. What do you think the people start thinking then? Oh, yeah, because they would have had to work forever. They would have never even had to be in the walls because they would have always been outside working. Nehemiah took initiative and heard the people. Yeah, you all don't have a wall to build, but you do. You got your own portion of the wall that you got to rebuild. Yeah. But the wall oftentimes is not on the outside. Usually it's right here on the inside. What we think about people, what we think about ourselves. Do we think that we're better than somebody else? Or do we even think somebody's better than us? Or do we just think bad about somebody else? Or oftentimes do we just think bad about ourselves? Because of what somebody said. Yeah, they said it one time, but we said it to ourselves 15 times. Yeah. We need our own wall to build. We got to take the initiative. We got to be able to tell ourselves. I don't know if we can do it, but God is our help. Yeah. We got to be able to work as we're working unto the Lord. We got to be able to have the initiative to be able to do what? Read. Read the Bible. See what it says about a situation. See what it says about us. And we've got to feel that way. That's confidence. Yeah. Seeing ourselves the way God sees us. Yeah, you got it. Take the initiative. Rebuild your part of the wall. Not just go by somebody else and tell them how they could do good. Or it'll be okay. Oftentimes we got to tell our own self that. Because when we tell our own self that, it's much easier to be able to tell somebody else because we truly believe in our heart. Take the initiative. We build our own wall. And we help others. When she skinned her knee. When he forgot his homework. When he can't get an answer. When he tripped over the book bag. All those things. Take initiative. Because if we laugh at somebody, how do we really feel about our own self? Yeah. Yeah. You think about it that way. So take initiative. I think you'll be really, really glad that you did. You took the opportunity to just do it. Not that nobody told you to, but that is if you were doing it for the Lord. Take your magnifying glass, your microscope, your telescope, and your binoculars. Search for ways to take initiative. You make things right.